What if I told you that some of the most powerful families in America aren't celebrities, and you probably never heard their names? They don't chase fame. They rarely appear on television. They don't post their private jets or luxury vacations on social media. Yet behind the scenes, these families quietly control companies worth hundreds of billions of dollars. Businesses that influence what you eat, what you buy, where you shop, and even how the global economy works. Today, we're uncovering the secret families behind America's biggest business empires. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll never look at some of your favorite brands the same way again. When people think of billionaires, they usually imagine names like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, or Mark Zuckerberg. They're constantly in the headlines. But here's the surprising truth. Some of America's richest families avoid publicity completely. Most people couldn't recognize them if they walked into the same grocery store. That's exactly how they want it. Because while the world watches celebrity CEOs, these families quietly build wealth that lasts for generations. They don't think in years, they think in decades, sometimes even centuries. Their companies continue growing no matter who becomes president, no matter what trends come and go, and no matter what happens on Wall Street. Many of them own businesses you've used your entire life, yet almost nobody knows who really controls them. Today, we're pulling back the curtain. Let's begin with one of the most powerful families on earth. Imagine owning a business so successful that every single day millions of people walk through its doors. That's exactly what happened to the Walton family. Everything started with one small discount store. Its founder believed that selling products for lower prices than everyone else would attract more customers. People loved the idea. One store became 10, 10 became hundreds, hundreds became thousands. Today, that company has grown into one of the largest retailers in human history. Millions of customers visit its stores every day. Behind that giant business stands one family, the Waltons. Unlike many famous billionaires, members of the Walton family rarely seek public attention. You won't find them making headlines every week. You won't see them constantly posting online. Instead, they quietly own a huge share of one of America's biggest companies. As the company expanded across the United States and around the world, the family's wealth grew alongside it. Today, their combined fortune is measured in hundreds of billions of dollars. Think about that for a moment. Every shopping cart, every checkout line, every everyday purchase adds another tiny piece to one of the greatest family fortunes ever created. It's not flashy, it's not loud, but it's one of the most successful wealth-building stories in history. And here's the most fascinating part. The Walton family didn't build their empire by chasing attention. They built it by owning an incredible business and holding on to it for generations. That strategy has quietly made them one of the richest families on earth. But believe it or not, they're far from the only secret family shaping America. The next family controls a company whose products are probably sitting in your kitchen right now. The Mars family and the Koch family. The Walton family proved that owning a retail empire can create unimaginable wealth. But the next family became billionaires in a much sweeter way, not through technology, not through oil, but through candy. And chances are, you've eaten their products more times than you can count. The Mars family walk into almost any grocery store in America. You'll see colorful candy bars, chocolate, pet food, gum, and snacks filling the shelves. Most people never stop to ask, who owns all of this? The answer is the Mars family. What began as a small candy business eventually grew into one of the largest privately owned companies in the world. Unlike public companies, private businesses don't have to share every financial detail with investors. That means much of the family's empire operates quietly, away from the spotlight. Today, the Mars company reaches far beyond chocolate. Its brands are found in supermarkets, convenience stores, veterinary clinics, and millions of homes around the world. Every day, millions of customers buy their products without ever thinking about the family behind them. And that's exactly how the Mars family likes it. They rarely give interviews. They avoid celebrity culture. They almost never seek public attention. Instead of building a famous personal brand, they focused on building a business that could last for generations. That decision helped create one of the greatest family fortunes in modern history. Think about it. A simple chocolate bar costing just a few dollars, sold millions of times across the globe, can quietly generate billions in revenue year after year. It's proof that you don't need to dominate social media to dominate an industry. But if you think candy created incredible wealth, wait until you see what the next family built, because their empire touches energy, manufacturing, chemicals, and countless industries most people never notice. The Coke family. Some companies sell products directly to consumers. Others build the world behind the scenes. The Coke family belongs to the second group. Their business operates in industries that most people rarely think about: energy, manufacturing, transportation, building materials, agriculture, paper products, and countless industrial operations. Even if you've never heard the company name, you've almost certainly used products connected to its business. That's because the Coke empire supplies materials and services that other companies depend on every single day. It's the invisible foundation behind many everyday products. For decades, the family expanded into new industries, investing for the long term instead of chasing quick profits. Their strategy was simple: own essential businesses, improve efficiency, keep growing, repeat. While the media focused on famous CEOs launching new gadgets, the Coke family quietly built one of America's largest privately owned companies. And because it remains privately owned, the family enjoys a level of privacy that many public company founders never experience. No flashy product launches, no constant interviews, no viral social media posts, just decades of disciplined business growth. It's a reminder that some of the biggest fortunes in history weren't built in front of cameras. They were built quietly, one smart decision at a time. By now, one pattern should be obvious. The richest families often aren't the loudest. They're the ones who quietly own businesses people rely on every single day. But the final families on our list may be even more surprising, because their influence stretches far beyond a single company, and their stories reveal the real secret behind generational wealth. In the final part, we'll uncover those families and the lesson that connects every hidden billionaire empire. So far, we've uncovered families who built fortunes through retail, candy, and massive private industries. They don't compete for attention. They compete for ownership. And that's the biggest difference. Now let's meet one more family whose influence reaches into millions of homes every single day: the Johnson family. When people think about wealth, they usually picture luxury cars, private islands, or billion-dollar mansions. But some of the greatest fortunes are built in a much quieter place: the financial world. The Johnson family, through Fidelity Investments, helped build one of the world's largest investment management companies. Millions of people trust companies like Fidelity to manage retirement savings, investments, and long-term financial planning. While customers focus on growing their money, the company itself continued growing into a financial giant. Unlike celebrity entrepreneurs, the Johnson family has largely stayed out of the spotlight. Their influence comes from managing enormous amounts of money, not from being famous. It's another reminder that true financial power is often invisible. The pattern they all share. Now step back and look at every family we've talked about: the Walton family, the Mars family, the Koch family, the Johnson family. Different industries, different stories, but one powerful strategy. They didn't build wealth by chasing likes. They didn't become rich by going viral. And they didn't rely on becoming internet celebrities. Instead, they owned businesses that people use every single day. They thought in decades, not days. They protected their companies. They reinvested. And they passed ownership from one generation to the next. That's how fortunes survive. That's how empires are built. The next time you walk through a supermarket, buy a candy bar, shop at a major retailer, or invest for your future, remember this: behind many of America's biggest brands are families most people have never heard of. They don't chase attention. They don't need millions of followers. Because while the world is busy watching celebrities, they're quietly building and protecting generational wealth. Maybe the biggest lesson isn't who these families are. Maybe it's understanding that real wealth is often built quietly, patiently, and over a very long time. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this documentary and want more stories about hidden billionaires, secret companies, and the business empires shaping our world, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, because the next story might completely change the way you see the world around you.